this sport, this sport, it's the best in the world, isn't it? I mean, what we just experienced over the last 2 hours has just been something to behold. And yep, there are probably more PG, better ways that I could have titled the video. But sometimes you just got to go with what you feel. Footy is fucking back. Let's talk about it. I don't need to tell you about the result, of course. Richmond-Carlton, a 58-all draw. And this game was so imperfect at times, it may have just produced the perfect opening to a season. Better than anything anyone could have written. We didn't need the shootout, the slick ball movement, the perfect 120 minutes of no defense, the 120 to 114 scoreline that would have confirmed that footy's in a great place. If you're looking at this game thinking it was a bad game of footy to watch, footy's not the sport for you. 58 to 58 was not only a perfect indication of how badly at times both teams took towards scoring, which is to be expected for the first game of the season. This was one of those rare games that the atmosphere and the actual play-by-play was better to watch than the scoreboard. There wasn't enough reward for effort, you might say. But in round one, with the rust, with good, really good one-on-one matchups, Lewis Young and Jack Riewoldt was awesome. Wiedering and Lynch, great. Up the other end of the ground, Noah Bolter had a nightmare on Charlie Curnow for a quarter and a half, where Charlie threatened with those 3 goals to kick the game out of Richmond's favour. McKay was really good up the ground, didn't finish off his good work a couple of times, but there were moments where both key backs for both teams got on top. That's good footy. Both midfields had momentum. That's good footy. 2023, please let it be good footy. Now, not every game is going to be like this, guys, and I understand that a lot of the takes that are going to come out of this game, and I'll dissect them further in my round review. I've already got a guest lined up. It's going to be extraordinary, so stick around for that. And that's why I ask you to subscribe, guys, because you won't miss the content when you've subscribed and you've clicked that bell. However, there are just a few points that I want to go over why the game was so good. I haven't seen a Richmond team be that bad defensively off their own turnovers whilst not being able to get any kind of traction inside their own 50. But what it made for was a Carlton defense that looked fantastic, and then on the run they looked okay. Once they got centre forward, the Blues, for the most part, they looked good. But Richmond had that half-field defense going that was, again, really good. Defense is good in sport. I'm sorry, these people, yes, the 1989 grand final was unbelievable. But how you can look at, say, a 130 to 110 game and go, that was better than the kind of contest that we got, I can't explain it. Footy's back, 58 all, a draw. Both teams were good. Both teams were terrible. And at the end of it, I am so pumped for Geelong Collingwood. This is the kind of emotions. I expected a game reaction to thoroughly dissect what happened in the game, the turning moments, this, that. Are we going to overreact? Look, we can overreact to player performances. Dan Rioli looks like an all-Australian lock. It's an overreaction, but my God, he was good. Cripper was awesome. Adam Sard, fantastic. Lockie Cowan, Ollie Hollands look like 100, 150 gamers already. All of this is true. It is also true that Maurice Rioli and Shea Bolton were terrible for big periods, but had moments where they looked scintillating. Nick Vlaston is one of the smartest footballers in the competition. All of this is true. The commentators, especially BT, clearly in round one form because they couldn't get any names right, yet the end of the game was summed up perfectly. The extra umpire was not that noticeable. Yes, Jacob Hopper should have been pinged for holding the ball. Yes, Taranto's deliberate out of bounds or insufficient intent. Was it the wrong decision? Probably. But the amount of games that we came away from last year thinking the umpires had way too much effect on the game. As a neutral who watched it next to and she's okay with me saying this, I hope, feral Richmond fan, I did not notice him that much at all. And every time I did, it didn't turn around to bite the umpires at all. Footy. How good? No pressure, Geelong Collingwood at all. None. Zero. Nada. 88,084 people rocked up to the game, and all of them are disappointed. We somehow got Richmond and Carlton to not win round one as a start. We also, as neutral fans, got an unbelievable game of footy. What more can you ask for? This is probably the most emotive video I've done right now, and I like this game reaction style. Now, I'd love to deep dive further, and that, again, would be for later videos, but I hope neutral fans and Richmond Carlton fans would love to hear from you as well. But to my neutral fans, God, I hope you're pumped up after that. If you're feeling pessimistic about footy right now, man, I feel sorry for you. I really do. And the last thing that I want to make a note of, both of these teams did not have their best 22s. The problem that I think we're going to have as we go is the media, and I worry that fans are going to overreact to round one rustiness of already established players. So Dusty got caught with the ball about 4 times. Now, that is going to be all over social media all weekend, and I don't really like that. All right? I've done videos in the past about why I hate the media spotlight on particular players, particular things where, yes, things cannot be even in the AFL landscape, but Dusty getting caught with the ball that many times is so far down the list of things that deserve to be talked about, it's not funny. We deserved this game. Football fans deserved this game after a pretty pox summer of sport. I am so happy footy's back. I hope you are too. Carlton fans, I think, should come away from this game thinking what might have been, but we're going to be okay. I think Richmond fans are going to come away from this going, I hope we're going to be okay, because the ball use wasn't great. They won the inside 50s convincingly throughout major periods of the game, but couldn't hit a target inside 50. In terms of improvement, I think Richmond have got more to improve from this game moving forward. I still think by the end of the year, these two are going to be around the same mark. But you can't tell me right now you don't want to see those two play in a final in 7 months' time, or 6 months' time, or 5 months' time. Whenever it is. Math is not my friend. 5 months' time. Footy. It's so good. I wouldn't be surprised if no one enjoyed this video at all, but I'm enjoying making it. If you did like the video, click that like button. If you haven't subscribed, do so already. More analytical content is coming, I promise you, but I needed to react to this game, and I've got a really busy day at work on Friday if you're watching this on Friday, or tomorrow if you're watching it tonight. Footy's back. Footy is fucking back, and I am so happy it is. And how good a halfback flanker is looking in 2023. Bring on the rest of the season. Hope you can join me throughout. Hope you enjoyed your evening. Richmond fans, Carlton fans, it's got to be a weird way to start the season. Their first draw in 50 years. The first round one draw, I think, in about 12 years as well. And my God, I cannot wait for the rest of even round one, let alone the season. Take care, guys. Stay safe across round one. I will see you across the weekend and for the round review that'll be dropping either Sunday night or Monday morning. Take care. Goodbye.